So I want to talk about villains on this show so far. We are. This is episode 115, right? So what are we about? 5% through the series? More like 8%, I think. See, I don't know the exact number of the episodes. My vague impression is like 1150. So it could be 1400. It could be 900. I don't know. I think it's got to be four digits. I keep seeing four digits something. I just don't retain numbers very well. That's not the point. The point is that I want to talk about villains so far because like I have the utmost confidence in the writer, and so the things I want to talk about before it changes, right? Because I think it will change, and I think it's just going to become more and more complicated, more and more nuanced as we go in, right? But I can't do that here because we're doing a character corner at the end of this episode, and I don't want these videos. Some of these videos have been getting almost 40 minutes. We can't keep doing that. So that being the case, Monday we've got the comment corner. So Tuesday's episode, if I can actually retain a memory through two reactions, a character corner and a comment corner, and remember for two episodes from now, that's when I'll talk about the villains. And if not, then somebody can remind me of this, and then I'll get to it. So, all right. Well, anyway, this is episode 115. As I mentioned, we've got the character corner at the end of this episode. You know where we are. You know where we're going. Three, three, two, one. I love the poetry of this. I've mentioned that before, but it's worth repeating. I love the whack a mole. That's one of the more clever things they've done. That was funny. Dude was in an arcade. It's like, you know what? I got an idea. Well, that's not very nice. Bastard, I say. Yeah. What about my life if this doesn't happen? Yeah. Kick her ass. Kick her mole ass. Kick her ass. Look at that. Chopper's getting pissed. Yeah. Hey, I don't think his anger can overtake his cowardice. That's the thing that can happen. Wow. He's not going to stand for this. He is not going to stand for this. Stomp her out. Yeah. That's right. Look at it. Sometimes you got to educate. Mole Hill Highway. She has a name for every attack. You know that? Just like everybody else on this show. Damn, hell. I don't think hell is necessary. Like, not only you're going to kill me, but you're sending me to a very specific afterlife. Yeah, that's right. Batter up. Not good. Not good. Well, crap. Yep, look at that. Shattered his skull, shattered his nose. He's going to need a doctor. What do you think, Chopper? Yeah. Yep. Life's a party. What an a-hole. Oh, there he goes. He's going into his fighting stance. Boy, she's annoying. She's like really, really annoying. Wow. Look, I can call Usopp a coward. You can't. A-hole. He's big mad. He's still standing? See, that's the thing. That's one of the things I do love a lot about Usopp. He's filled with fear, but there are times when he will stand his ground. You know, it's the prodigal son thing. Yeah, maybe as a paper mache bat. What do you think? There are times, man. That's what makes him so interesting. You know, the good son was there every day, and he doesn't get a feast in his honor. It's the prodigal son who comes back that gets a feast in his honor. It's not fair, but so like for instance, like Zoro's brave all the time. He should be more celebrated than Usopp. But the fact is, Usopp is a coward, and him standing his ground to me is more impressive than Zoro standing his ground. It's probably not fair. In fact, I know it's not fair, but it's how we all feel, right? So I like that a lot. That's right. Get large. Oh, he's getting real large. Look at him. Stomp him out. I'm wondering, like, does she have his feet? Does she actually have her claws around his feet? Because why can't he just like duck away, right? Like, you know, jump to the side. I think it's because she's holding his feet. I was wondering that last time she sent him into the wall, right, or into the batter. What you gonna do? Yeah, yeah. What you gonna do there? He's got a weapon at least. Yeah, you can't hit what you can't see, can you? Yeah, that's right. He took off his boots, so she's holding the boots. Gotcha. That's right. Bump heads. Ram her into the other dude. Yeah, that's right. Smash her face. Yes, he couldn't see. All he saw was a shape. That's right. Knocked her teeth out, crushed her nose. Yeah. How you like me now? Interesting. Smashed. That's how you get it done. Hmm. A hammer comment, huh? I want it to be right in his face. Is that wrong of me? I'm disappointed it just goes in the middle of his gut. Look at the dog. Even the dog's messed up. Smashed. Wrecked. Poor dog. Even though he's just a gun. Perfect grace note. Dropping the ball out of his mouth. That's right. It's going to blow up. It's going to blow up. That's right. Just in case we wanted to be clear, they died of their own hand. They weren't murdered by Chopper and Usopp, right? Yeah, he's messed up. Internal injuries, 26 broken ribs, shattered skull. They're going to the finals. Basically, Usopp's bones are powder at this point. Hey, man, you trying to cut down a dude that's laying on his back? That's not cool. That's my question. What are you planning to do? Oh, is that all? That feels pretty reasonable, considering how angry he was. Like, dude was pissed. That's crazy talk. He's going in, man. Let me see your papers. Your papers. she she don't care about nothing you're talking about. Just lift your head up so they can see your damn face. I know she's tired, but come on. Lift your head up. She can't even catch her breath. Not good enough. We got a shapeshifter rolling around here. Yo, papers! At least check her arm, right? Because I don't trust it. What's that person's name? Devin? Is it Devin? Devon? I'm not clear on that. Hey, I like you. Yeah, this dude here, right? That's right. Let's get fancy with it. Oh crap! Looks like we're both getting our licks in, are we? Yeah, you killed Kenny, you bastard. It's pretty damn good. I do like the fact that it's two kickers, right? Yeah, I don't bar you. Yeah, yeah. See, it's all about my technique. What good's a technique if you never show it off against somebody? What do you think? Yeah, he's about the prancing, really. It's all about the prancing, baby. Dude's outrageous. The hell's that? Yeah, see, if he can start creating hallucinations or whatever the hell that just was, or maybe it's just brain damage, that's not going to be good. That's right. Kick his ass. See, I think they both met their match when it comes to kicking, man. Look at him. This just proves what somebody, I think it was Klaus, was saying. You don't need magic. Devin didn't need magic to be a good fighter, clearly. Because Devin's got a very high rank for the magic to be shapeshifting. So clearly had some skills before took that, or had some skills developed in adjacent to the magic powers, right? Which is the kicking. Oh crap. Mutually assured destruction. Because like the coordination and power required to be able to use your legs as weapons in the way we're seeing both of them do takes years. Takes years to develop that. Insignificant cook. Outrageous. This is outrageous, I tell you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you've been unserious before now. Is that what you're saying? Like, obviously, but, you know. Really? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're going to hold the reveal for the end. Okay. Usopp, probably. Probably Luffy? Yeah. You know, with his back turned to you, you could kick his ass. Okay. Is that part of the like? I can't tell. Yeah, can't tell if it froze up or not, or whether they just held on to that moment for a very long time. Stomp him out. That's right. Maybe his simpness will actually be a positive for once in the entire effing series. That's right. Kick him right in his Usopp nose. Man, F you. I don't even like that dude. What are you, stupid? Yes, pretty much. Tell you what, man. Every now and then he pulls something out that makes it really cool to me. What he said. I agree. I agree. Yeah, but what about all the things I can do? You're breaking me with your words. You should be embarrassed. Let this be a lesson to all of us. Oh, crap. Here we go. Really? Really? Just when I was, just when I was starting to have respect for him. Dumbass. Kicker in the teeth. Dumbass. Just like every time. Every single time I start having a modicum of respect for Sanji, they rip it away from me. Like literally within seconds. Unbelievable. What is she talking about? Maybe using the rain magic? Create rain? Would that stop the fighting? The Marines would be mad, but it would stop the fighting, wouldn't it? I think. I don't know. Hey, don't show that non-canon stuff. She's not wrong about this. Yeah. Let's just let's just count on vibes. Like I'm just gonna just go with vibes. There's no plan, just vibes. So destroy the palace. That's a very interesting strategy, Cod. And let's see how it plays out. Why the hell would you do that? Like, you can't destroy that little dog statue. I know it's an Egyptian reference, but the bird statue can go. Who cares? How would you even do it? Do you have explosives? Look at him sweating. This is too much. I don't understand. It'd be destroyed anyway, right? I mean, the stakes are high enough. You could destroy the palace. I have no problem with that. What do you think it's going to accomplish? That's what I'm wondering. Like, it's like, oh, look, the palace fell. Okay, I guess we can all go home. I don't know, man. Right. He's talking about Asgard is where their people are, kind of thing. Similar thing. I know this was like 20 years before that movie came out. I'm just drawing a parallel. Yep. This show should sue the MCU for that because that's literally what they said in Thor Ragnarok. On your knees. You better obey. I just want to go back and see where it from. Did the video freeze up randomly? Did the recording freeze up, or is that the way the show's supposed to be? It was so weird. Because you can't tell. They can make that kind of stylistic decision at any point, right? Nope. I think it was stylistic. I don't think the video froze up, even the recording. Although that's such a long time. I don't know, man. I'm going to check the original recording, where I found this, right? No, that was in the original video. So, what an interesting choice. I like it. I like it. Now that I know it's not like some glitch, because there's been a few times where the video I recorded just the computer freezes up and then I have to restart the computer on stuff, but you can't tell right away. And sometimes it'll freeze up, but then it'll come back. Who knows? Anyway, we're not here for that. We're here for the character corner, which is coming up next. Okay, so here we go with the character corner, and of course we're starting with Crocodile fighting. I don't think there's much we need to change there because we didn't get any real idea of what he would do fighting. The hook is kind of interesting. Actually, let's increase it by one because I think he's a big man, but also the hook, right? The hook is a dangerous weapon, and he doesn't have to reach for his weapon as part of his arm. So let's go ahead and do that. And cunning, of course, like he's off the charts, and then the magic is off the charts, and is very. I think there's probably a way to defeat it. We just haven't seen it yet. So yeah, so he's pretty much the same, but I do think like physically, I think he's a little bit more opposing fighter than I gave him credit for. So all right, Devon, whatever the shapeshifter. So let's go ahead and put him on the board because I think that we're going to be talking about Hall of Fame. Anybody that I put on the board here is at least eligible for the Hall of Fame. We don't know if they're going to make it down there, but eligible for it. Very interesting character. Okay, so first of all, comedy is off the charts. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So, doing it. It can be a little bit much, and it's kind of one note. Like, the comedy seems to always be like the same kind of comedy, where, like, with Luffy, it can be very different. There's a lot of different ways he's funny. Cool factor, not so much. So, not a cool cat, really. So, but not completely uncool either. So, we'll say a three. Cunning. Pretty cunning, I think, because it's one thing to be able to change your face to look like other people. It's another thing to try to fit in and try to like at least while you're trying to fool somebody. Like it's not in every case is Devin trying to fool people. Sometimes it's just a mislead to make them pause for a second during a fight, like which we just saw in this episode. or to temporarily just delay them for a second, and then of course they're going to realize. But like there's a cunning involved in being able to impersonate other people when you don't know them very well. So I think we got to rank them pretty high. So that'll be a 7. The magical ability is super interesting. Like so, this is just we're just grading the magic, right? We're not talking about because I don't think the magic has much utility in a fight. But the magic, it's powerful magic. It's interesting. If I had it, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't. This isn't the devil fruit I would pick, but I wouldn't hate it if I had it. There are much worse powers we've seen, so it's a pretty good power, pretty useful. It does have its limitations, and it doesn't really help you fight. So where do we distill all that down? What are we saying? A 6? It's above average. It has a lot of utility. Doesn't help you much in a fight. So I think 6 is fair. Trustworthiness, loyalty, I don't think we know enough there, or with friendship. I don't think we know enough. Fighting, pretty damn powerful fighter. What do I have Sanji at? Sanji's an 8 fighting. I think Devin is equal to Sanji. So, just because it's the same kind of fighting ability. It's the kicking. The kicking can be super dangerous. There are limitations. There are cons to this. There's not just all pros, because here's the thing. Like, if you kick, your balance is very suspect. Your balance is very fragile. You can easily lose your balance. So, in that case, like, they should probably both be a 7, I think, actually. I don't think we're taking it, but, like, they're so devastating. Like, the kicks are very devastating. So, we'll make it, we'll keep it, I'll keep it consistent with an 8. So, there we go. So, on the board, Chopper. Fighting? Is because like is without the magic he's not much of a fighter, so we'll keep that consistent. Trustworthiness and loyalty, I think I'm gonna increase both that and friendship, because we're seeing in real time, like in this very episode, we're seeing like how much friendship means, right? So I'm actually gonna move this up to an 8 and move friendship up to an 8. I think they both belong in those spots, because I was thinking about the herd mentality, with reindeer like herd. So like Chopper is predisposed to be have friends and to be loyal to those friends, and I don't think I was taking that into account before. So we got that going on. Cool factor. Some of these forms he takes is just really cool. It's just cool, man. Like he's cooler than I've been giving him credit for. So let's do that. Cunning, I think again the cunning, like the in a fight, Chopper's a problem, and Chopper strategizes. And I have 3 minutes, so how do I utilize that 3 minutes? When do I start the clock on the 3 minutes? All this stuff. There's a lot of strategy going on here that I think should be given credit for. So there we go. Cool factor. I don't think I was like. I think Vivi's more cool than I gave her credit for. The perseverance. We don't really have a perseverance number here. But, the perseverance, I'm going to give her one more fighting, not because fisticuffs, but because she doesn't quit. And not quitting can help you win fights that you have no business winning. So she needs to get a little bit more credit for, like, her perseverance, because, like, man, she's been going through it these last few episodes. Endless determination, perseverance, just iron will. So, I think, yeah, that's definitely justified. Sanji. Here's the thing. The simp thing is super annoying. But you cannot deny the cool factor. Like, he just has these moments where he's really cool, and then, of course, they try to take it back with the simping. But I think they're doing it for comedic effect. And I can't give him high points for comedy and then take points away for the same comedy, right? Like, I feel like that's inconsistent. So I feel like at worst he should be a 0 for cool factor, because he can be cool, man. He can be cool. Like, come on, let's be real. So there's that. And the trustworthy and loyalty, I was dinging because of the simp factor, but again, feels uncharitable, because until we actually see somebody use the simp factor to make him betray his friends, that hasn't happened yet. So I shouldn't deduct until that does happen. So he needs to be a 5. Because we saw that this time. Like, I would really feel a lot better about what I'm saying here if he had kicked the Nami simulation in the teeth. That didn't happen, but it doesn't mean I'm anticipating that could possibly happen. So I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a net positive, cool points because he's had a lot of cool moments. And the simping is what we've been seeing all along, right? So like I think this should be going up because he's getting more and more cool moments. They're giving him more to do, so I like that. Okay, so Usopp, the ability to take punishment should be rewarded in points because fighting is not just about delivering the blows. Fighting is also taking the blows. And man, Usopp, repeatedly we've seen him take punishment and doesn't quit. And he does have his limits. Like yes, he's a coward, but he does have his limits. In he will stand his ground in moments, right? So he should be rewarded for that. So I'm going to give him a 6 for fighting because the dude can take some punishment. As far as cool factor, there's two things going on here. One, it's just cool that there are these moments you stand your ground. It's also cool he can take so much damn punishment and get back up. Like that was just incredible. Like, come on, you gotta give him points for that, man. You have to, and I will. And I'm also gonna give him one more point for cunning, simply because like he just has these wonderful toys. Like for the hammer alone, he made this hammer ahead of time out of paper mache and frying pans and pulled it off. It wasn't until a boy got back up. It's like, wait a minute, he took a 4-ton hammer or whatever, 2-ton hammer? Are you serious? Like that was very well. It was well conceived in the planning stages, and it's well executed on the field. He nailed both aspects of that. He should get another point. So yeah, pretty damn high scores considering he's not even in my top 5 favorite characters. But hey, man, it is what it is, right? We didn't get much from Zoro this time. We didn't get much from Nami, although it was pretty damn cool the way when she shifts into douchebag mode. Like I mentioned this earlier this week, it's like when she gets greedy and she does that little fake giggle. I'm harmless. I can't fight. It's also the same fake giggle she uses when she's greedy and she's trying to scam somebody. But like her ability to get herself out of a pickle, not having superpowers and not having fighting strength is pretty damn impressive. We got to give her another point for cool factor, right? That's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing: you should even give her another point for fighting because avoiding a fight makes you good at fighting. Like, if you never have to fight, you never lose a fight. So she should get one there too. I don't know why I'm feeling so generous this week, but there we are, right? Okay, so fighting for Luffy. Here's the thing. I think he's just too arrogant. Like the fighting really is trying to rate what are you without your magic. Well, if he lost his magical powers today, his arrogance would remain. So I think he needs to be deducted a point because he doesn't think he can lose. And that's going to bite him in the ass. If he wasn't invulnerable, it would have already bitten him in the ass. He'd probably already dead. So, like, if he lost his powers, that wouldn't change. He would still have that arrogance. Maybe I'm wrong, but from what I'm seeing, like, he should have backed down from that fight and retreated and found friends and came back. Now, I know part of it was delaying Crocodile. That was part of it. But part of it was, I'm going to kick your ass because I think I'm invulnerable, I'm awesome, and nobody can beat me. That should take he should take a hit for that, and he did. So yeah, that's where we are right now. So you say I guess Zoro's riding pretty damn high, even though Chopper's getting up there. Ace, debuted pretty high. So yeah, another good week.